Hello and welcome to the Sodom Bowl broadcast. This week we have the Texans and Ravens heading face to face. Big game here. 9-4 Texans team trying to get that playoff spot, wildcard spot, and the Ravens really kind of taking control of this AFC North. The tail of the tape is going to be Lamar Jackson, who's on almost an MVP caliber year. He's been phenomenal down the stretch. He's got 2,582 yards, 28 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So he's been really solid. He's thrown the ball a lot to Marquise Brown, Mark Andrews, both with around 500, 600 yards and 5 touchdowns each. Look for Devontae Freeman to get a lot of yardage in this game, get a lot of touches. He's got 749 and 3 touchdowns. And looks like the Texans are going to get the ball first. For the Texans side of this, offensively, they got Deshaun Watson, who's been okay this year. He's got 3,130 yards, 19 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. And DeAndre Hopkins, he is 53 receptions, 938, 2 touchdowns. He's been phenomenal. He spread the ball around to Stepharian Jenkins and Will Fuller. Kareem Hunt, who was traded a little over a season ago now, 817 yards, 10 touchdowns this year. So let's see how they start this bunch set. And they're going to start off with a pass. Watson is looking. He's got plenty of time. Throws it over to the right and almost intercepted Hunt, the intended receiver, on that one. Interesting choice there on first down to go with a pass. Everything was pretty much covered there. I don't know if he was trying to throw that away or not, but a risky pass. It's 2nd and 10 now. I formation. Miller in the backfield. Hawkins to the left. It's a stretch to the left. Miller up the gap. He's getting space. Breaks a tackle. And a nice run. Bring it to the 40-yard line. 15-yard gain for Lamar Miller. So, Kareem Hunt, Lamar Miller, both pretty much split right down Lamar Miller's got half the amount of carries as Kareem Hunt. That's what you like to see. 332 yards this year, 4 touchdowns. Hunt now back in the backfield. He's up the middle, breaks a tackle, and he was tackled. Contact was given way behind the line of scrimmage. Hunt is able to stiff arm him and get a nice 4-yard gain there. Impressive run there by Hunt to get what he could. 2nd and 6 now for the Texans. Pistol bunch tight end. Ravens have a lot of people in the box now. Washington changing something up. Hunt in the pistol set with him. 9 seconds on the play clock. And he takes the snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking deep over the middle to Hopkins. Hopkins, nice possession catch there. Didn't look like it was open there for a second, but Watson with a nice vision. He was looking deep. The man user by the Ravens user was covering deep to Will Fuller, I believe it was, on that crossing route. But Hopkins able to get over the middle there. Now empty set here for Watson. Takes the snap. He's looking. Fires over to the left. Quick throw to Stepharian Jenkins. Nice 4-yard gain there. Gets you in positive yardage for this drive. Quick timeout here. See if everything's going all right. Not sure what the pause is about, but anyway, for the defense right now, the Houston Texans defensive leaders, McKinney with 55 tackles, three interceptions. Justin Reed with the most interceptions on the team, 6. Go over to the Ravens side of things. Looks like we're back in the action here, 2nd and 6. Strong close set coming up for the Texans. So defensively for this Ravens team, they have Earl Thomas in the back there with 8 interceptions on the year. So look for him to get involved early in these long passing attempts to Hopkins. 2nd and 6 now. I form set. Hopkins to the left. Watson flipping the play. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Still changing plays. He takes the snap now. He's looking deep. He's still looking deep. He's got a man. Gets it off. And he is lucky not to be sacked, but still almost gets it in there to Hopkins. Really nice throw there by Watson to stand in there and make that last-ditch throw while being tackled. Almost got it in there to Hopkins if he had Hopkins open. 3rd and 6 now. And they're going to go with a gun set. All right, gun set here for Watson. Hunt to his left. Hopkins in the slot. Changes something up to the line of scrimmage still. 3rd and 6 here. Watson still changing something up. Now to Hopkins. He is still changing something up, trying to pull defense off guard. He's looking. He's looking. He's got loads of time. Throws it deep to Hopkins. Jump ball. Oh, and it's almost intercepted by Thomas. Earl Thomas has made that interception time and time again this year, but this time goes to the safe play against Hopkins and swats it away. All right, here's the field goal attempt, 4th and 6, long one. Kaimi Fairbairn back to kick it, and it's up. And he has just enough, and we got our first points on the board, 3-0 Texans. So nice drive there. Texans look to try to get the running game going early. Kind of fell by the wayside on that last set of downs, but still came away with points. Grant now back to receive. Grant up the middle. Decent return here. Takes it out to the 29-yard line. So here comes Lamar Jackson in this very run-heavy offense. Lamar Jackson actually has 208 yards and 2 touchdowns on the year with only 50 attempts. So he's been okay. He's not been extremely run-heavy, but it's really been Devontae Freeman who's been able to take this load and kind of take it with him with 2 attempts, 749 on the yardage. Jackson in the gun, Freeman to his left. Brown out wide. They come with the blitz. He's got Brown. Brown makes the catch, and he is gone. Brown is gone, and that is a strike and dime by Lamar Jackson to Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown with that streak specialist kind of caught the Texans off guard there. Wasn't expecting Brown to get that kind of separation. Came with the blitz, the aggressive play on first down, and they really paid for it already. 7-3 now. 1 play, touchdown for the Ravens. And this will be a touchback. So going back to that touchdown, yeah, Marquise Brown, they had that deep blue there for that cornerback. If anybody watched my Force film, I kind of went over that. Similar kind of scenario happened for the Bills user. He had press coverage but a deep blue. But if somebody with streak specialist or somebody who's, has a better release, they're going to get by that every time. So got to be careful down the Texans going forward in this game. Still 7-3. Texans right back with the ball. Can they answer? Ravens loading the box. Watson steps back. He's looking over the middle to Hopkins. Hopkins with some space takes it to the 50 and down to the opponent's 49-yard line. Nice chunk play to start this drive. And he had all day again. This once very poor offensive line by the Texans in recent seasons has really looked pretty good in this first couple plays. It's only the first quarter, but the Ravens unable to get pressure early. High formation set here. Up the gut to Hunt, and he just gets destroyed. He gets demolished by number 56. I'm not sure who that is at this moment. Michael Kendricks. Guess he got his superstar, and he really showed it there. The nice hit to Hunt in the backfield. 1 yard loss in the play. So far in this game, the Texans are looking to run the ball with Hunt on first and second down, really trying to get the running game going. But they're able to throw that deep ball here, and that's what they're looking to do right now. And he throws it to Hopkins. Hopkins, nice coverage there by Thomas, and that's going to be the two players to watch in this one, Earl Thomas and Hopkins. We've seen it already on 2 of these last deep balls, jump balls. Hopkins and Thomas kind of duking it off here on these jump balls down the field. 3rd and 11. Empty set. Watson in the gun. He's got time. He's looking deep. Double coverage to Stefarian Jenkins. That's not going to work. User swat. 4th and 11, and that's not good news for the Texans. After that 1 play touchdown to come out, get a nice chunk play, and then come out with a 1 yard loss, 3 and out. Momentum starting to swing heavily towards this Ravens team as Daniel is back to punt it. He's kicking it away. Grant is going to take this, and he gets about 6 yards there. Takes it on their own 17-yard line. So now we're going to see how this Ravens user deals with that 1 play touchdown. It's 1 play touchdown. So is he going to try and go for something like that again, or is he going to stick to his game plan? He saw the coverage. He made a nice play to switch it up at the line of scrimmage to Brown for a streak. Is he going to try and do something again here? Play action. He's looking deep again. Jackson's just going to take off. He's got space. And he takes it out of bounds. It's a nice 17-yard run by Lamar Jackson. So he did try and go for the kill shot there, but with Lamar Jackson, you don't really need the kill shot all the time. You just take it, and he takes a nice 17 yards easily. Untouched. 1st and 10. And the gun again. He's looking to throw over the middle to Andrews. Andrew just slides down after a nice 15-yard gain there. Lamar Jackson, 2 for 2, 84 yards and a touchdown. Already over 100 yards for this Ravens offense. After, what was that, 3 plays total? 4 plays? Yeah, 3 plays total. 1st and 10. Pistol set. Ingram to his left. Freeman behind him. The option play, and Lamar Jackson gets walloped. What a great play there by the Texans. Read that all the way. Reader comes away with a big fumble recovery, and here comes the Texans just like that. Momentum swings. Ravens trying to get cute with an option play there. Makes a bad read, and the Texans, were all over that. It's a dump off to Hunt. Hunt tries to make a man miss and gets 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 now for this Texans team. And what a big turnover with that was. They had to come away with some kind of points here on this drive. Capitalize off that turnover. Single back, deuce close set here for the Texans. Watson's back. He's looking over the middle. He's got a man. His tight end, Manning, I believe it is, over the middle with a nice chunky yardage. Waring, 24-yard gain there by Waring. And a nice possession catch there by Waring, too. Had a nice whereabouts to him. 2 safeties. Earl Thomas, right over the middle there, still takes the catch and gets down. 1st and 10 now. Stick with the single back deuce close set. Watson, ID in the mic. Play action. Boot slide. He's got a man. Hunt able to make the catch. No, he's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Looked like he had to catch for a second. Looked like he could have turned upfield too. But he gets that right foot out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. This Ravens team is challenging Watson to throw this ball. They are confident in Earl Thomas over the top to be able to stop anything, and they're able to feel more confident about blitzing. And here they come with the run now. Hunt, he tries to make Jefferson. He tries to run over Jefferson and just gets walloped himself. You don't see that a lot against Kareem Hunt. But 1st and goal now. Nice run there. Not afraid by that. Those 2 linebackers up the gut in that middle 8 gap. Takes it anyway for a nice 1st down gain. 1st and goal now on the opponent's 7-yard line. Lamar Miller in the backfield. They hand it to Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller instantly stuffed. And that's that offensive line that we were talking about having issues before. Really not able to get a push there. 2nd and goal now on the opponent's 9-yard line. And it's likely why this Texans team kind of tries to vow for the shotgun plays and a little bit more passive than they probably like. 2nd and goal now. Watson the gun. He's got a man over the middle. Will Fuller. Tight window touchdown for the Texans. And just as we were saying, the Ravens were starting to get some momentum there. 5 plays into their drive. They're already over 100 yards, and they fumble it. Reader with the recovery, and here comes the Texans with the touchdown. 10-7 now, and the Ravens are back to receive this kick. Grant back to receive. Grant has some space and wiggles his way to the 34-yard line. It's a good field position for this Ravens team to start out with. After a big turnover like that, it's really going to be a heat check to see how Lamar Jackson handles that after a big fumble. Will they try and get fancy? Will they try and go for a play shot where they run their offense, try and pound the ball a little bit with Freeman, settle down everything? Still only, a 3-point game here. Their offense was moving. Freeman does get it, and he jukes him in and gets about a 2-yard gain there. Clowney with the tackle. 2nd and 8 now. Wow, weird sight seeing Clowney on the Texans. "20 seconds to go in this first quarter. It's been an eventful first quarter. We had some turnovers. We've had some big plays. We've had 2 touchdowns already in this first quarter. It should be a close one going throughout. But here comes the Ravens now. Will they get this play off? They do. Jackson's looking to throw. He throws it over the middle to Stills on that quick slant round and gets a 1st down. Nice throw and catch by Jackson to Stills. And that's the end of the first quarter. Texans up by 3 with the Ravens driving. First and 10 now. Texans playing press coverage here. Dangerous to get somebody like Jackson who's going to take off. Jackson takes off on a quarterback draw, design run there, and gets a nice 15-yard. Wait, hang on, math. Yeah, about 15-yard gain there. Takes it to the opponent's territory now. Just like that, this Ravens team is putting together a nice drive after that turnover. Nice to see it not get to them. Jackson, younger quarterback, who really has shown a lot of poise here in this drive. First and 10. Dollar set for this Texans team. They're loading this line of scrimmage. So they're going to come with the blitz. They do come with the blitz. Jackson gets picked up nicely over the middle to Stills. What a catch and throw. A lot of poise there by Jackson. Staying in that pocket. He felt the pressure. Didn't panic. Waited for the receiver to get open. Over the middle to Stills for a nice reception. Now at the opponent's 22-yard line. First and 10. 3-3-5 set for the Texans. Bunch to the right for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson, another pass. He's looking over the middle to Snead. And Snead gets his feet down. Touchdown, Baltimore. And it looked like the Texans had a chance to swat that away there, but they went for the pick instead and ended up giving up a touchdown. So just like that, again, back and forth these two teams. 14-10 now for the Ravens. And this offense is dangerous. And there's really not their running game with Freeman that we'd be concerned about as if I were the Texans. I'd be more concerned about Jackson taking off or Qt almost had space there, or Jackson taking off, or he's really been throwing the ball really well too, and he's got a lot of receivers to choose from with Stills and Marquise Brown. So I would look for those guys first before I would look at the run. Let them run with Freeman. But anyway, here we are, first and 10, the Texans out the ball. Already over 270 yards in this game between both sides. I-form set, play action fake. Watson looking over to the right, and that's pass interference all day. Fuller got grabbed by Kenny Young, and that'll bring the ball to their own 46-yard line. Nice big chunk play to start the drive out. Ravens look like they come out with a lot of play action here, really trying to keep this. The Texans come out a lot of play action. They're really trying to keep this Ravens defense on their toes. Now they come with the run. They Hunt. Hunt to the left, tries to break a tackle, gets a 4-yard gain there. No harm, no foul. 2nd and 6 now for the Texans. $6:26 left to go in this first half here, and it's already been a back and forth game. A lot of offense, not a whole lot of defense. We did have that one turnover, but not a whole lot of defense so far. Watson in the pistol. Looking for the option. He gets around the corner, almost gets to that first down marker. Had a man in the backfield, but just runs around him. Nice 5-yard gain there by Watson. Just when you thought that this Ravens team on offense is going to come out with a lot of option plays, one option play they did run, Jackson just gets walloped in the backfield and fumbles the ball. Texans try to do their own option play, and it works a lot better for them. 5-yard gain, not a whole lot, but Watson really showing his own speed there as they have a big third down conversion coming up here. Third down attempt, sorry, they didn't convert it yet. 3rd and 1, bunch set. Miller to his left. And he takes the snap, quick snap here over to the right. Nice throw to Severian Jenkins on the curl route there. Big third down conversion. Now on the opponent's 39-yard line. 5:21 left to go. Watson trying to regain his team's edge here. A lot of man down in the box. They're showing blitz here. Watson's flipping the play. He looks back. He's looking to throw. He's got time. To Will Fuller, brings it down for a nice grab. First down, Texans. Nice 19-yard gain there by Will Fuller and Deshaun Watson on their own 20-yard line now. Texans really using this play action game to their advantage. In the face of the blitz, really was able to slow that down a little bit and get that pass off. 1st and 10 now with the I-form set. This time they do go with the run, and Hunt's got space. Will he get to the end? He does. Touchdown, Texans. Hunt with the breakaway speed there had all kinds of space. Nice play call with the stretch. Hunt bringing it into the end zone, and just like that, again, we got another scored lead change here. Texans, paying the extra point, are going to be up by 3 here. Kareem Hunt. As soon as I saw him with that kind of space, I knew he was gone. He's got the speed. He's got the strength. Tony Jefferson isn't going to stop him. Isn't going to stand in his way between him and the end zone. So here we go. And that'll be a touchback. 4:33 left to go. Can the Ravens keep up this seemingly unstoppable offensive attack? Jackson in the gun. More press coverage by this. And you got a man in motion. Andrews to his left. And they're going to hand it off to Freeman. 2-yard gain there. Looks like they tried some kind of option play there. Not as effective as I do think. You think Jackson would just pull that down and take it for 20 yards with his speed, but Texans doing a nice job of containing that so far. 2nd and 8, 4:08 left to go. Jackson in the gun, Freeman to his right. They're going to pass. He's got a man. Andrew brings it down. Nice catch there by Andrews. And Jackson threading the needle again. What a spectacular throw there by Jackson. Jackson perfect so far in this game. 6 for 6, 148 yards and a touchdown. 2 touchdowns, actually. 1st and 10. Jackson in the gun. 2 tight ends to his right. Play action fake. To his right. He's got Andrews. Andrews wiggled his ways for a first down. Jackson now 7 for 7, 159 yards and 2 touchdowns. He looks unstoppable right now. Really nice safe throw. Check down. He saw Andrews with space. Took what the defense was giving him. Didn't try for one of those big shots down the field. Nice play there by Jackson. Jackson staying in the gun. Freeman to his left. RPO. Freeman gets a man miss. Oh, jukebox is going all over the place. That was, and he's down. Devontae Freeman is injured. After that nice play when he had defenders in the backfield, gets away and scampers for 11 yards. He is down. That could be huge. Now Bernard to his right. In the gun. Jackson's looking to pass. Over the middle. Almost intercepted by Cunningham. That was dangerous throw there by Jackson. His first incompletion. And he was really trying to force that there. He is lucky that's not intercepted. That would have been a huge interception by the Texans. .301 left to go in this one. Ravens driving again. Texans in the nickel set. They come with the blitz to the right. Oh, and it's almost intercepted again. Oh, my goodness. This Texans defense is really getting in the head of Lamar Jackson now. And just so as we see it, we do have word Devontae Freeman has separated his shoulder, or dislocated it rather, and he will be out for the rest of the game. So that is huge for this Ravens rushing attack as they go in the empty set now. 3rd and 10. Texans needing this big stop. They got to stop this offense. So much momentum for them now. Jackson over the middle to Brown, and he gets stuffed. Nice open field tackle there by 55 on the Texans, and they're going to have to kick a field goal here. For the tie, Justin Tucker to kick this 49-yard field goal, and it is up and good. Never a doubt, right up the middle there. 17-17 game. Man, this is a close game. All right, 2:21 left to go. A lot of options here, all their timeouts. Texans, they're smart, can really put a drive together here and kill the clock and come away with points. Gute up the middle, takes it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Deshaun Watson and the Texans. So without Devontae Freeman being a threat, the Texans were able to kind of sit back, let Lamar Jackson try and throw against them, and he almost threw 2 interceptions back-to-back. Awful throws there First and 10 now. Hunt up the middle. He's got space. Ooh, and a nice tackle by Michael Kendricks. That should bring us to the 2-minute warning. Interesting play call there to go with the run. It worked. He had a lot of space, but Michael Kendricks with that nice tackle from behind gets him, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. So 17-17, Texans with the ball on their own 32. This is what the Texans like to do, though. They come out with a few run plays, get it in your head, hey, it's one of those guys that likes to run the ball a lot. I'm going to come with this 3-4 set. And here he does. He does come with the run. Lamar Miller, nice 12-yard run there to brings to the 43-yard line. That's what they do. They like to run the ball a little bit, and those successful runs really get in the opponent's head. They're like, okay, well, he's going to run a lot now. I got to prepare for the run almost on every down. And when he comes in these under center sets, and then that opens up the play action. 1:35 left to go. Will they come with the play action on this one? No, they're going with the run. Kareem Hunt gets around the edge, and he doesn't get out of bounds, but that's all right. They still got 3 timeouts. Nice run there by Kareem Hunt. Able to use his speed that time to get around the edge. Texans doing exactly what they would need to do here. Take some time off the clock. You don't have to rush for a touchdown here. You don't have to rush for your points. You don't want to leave the Ravens any time on the clock if they do get the ball back. 1:05 left to go. Watson, the drop back. He's looking. He's got time. He's going to scramble. Gets away from Pearson. Just gets it off just in time there. Almost got sacked. Sean Watson, his escape artist, really coming in handy there. He had the pressure off the edge. Pierce almost got to him there. It was really close. Watson able to get the ball away there. 2nd and 10. Now 58 seconds. Now the clock's kind of playing against them. And they go with the run Kareem Hunt. Maybe they're trying to get the Ravens to use some of those timeouts. 50 seconds and counting. 3rd and 9 for this Texans team. And the Ravens will be the ones to receive this second half kickoff. 25 seconds left to go. No one's called with any timeouts. Watson, he's looking over the middle. He's looking. He's got time. He gets sacked. Now they're out of field goal range. Just like that, this Texans team was driving the ball nicely, and a couple bad plays. Now they're way out of field goal range. I thought this clock went all the way down. Both teams will. And that'll do it for halftime. So it started out with a bang with these two offenses driving down the field. Big plays left and right for these two offenses. And they kind of both fizzled out there at the end of that half. Let's see if that can continue. It kind of changed the course of this game here. Ravens set to receive. Again, without Devontae Freeman, who's been a workhorse back for them this year with his jukebox ability. Grant back to return. Grant has some space up the middle, and he still gets a nice return there. Takes it to their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10 now for this Ravens team. First and 10. Here we go. Single back set. Bernard Ingram in the backfield. With the motion, Ingram. They try to run to Ingram, and he gets stuffed there. No, gain of 1, actually. 2nd and 9. Tried some trickery there. The defense was not fooled at all. Dante Fowler Jr. with the tackle there. Sets up a 2nd and 9. All right, so this brings us to some scores around the league. Good one in Philly with the Philadelphia Eagles coming out on top 10-3. They stay alive in their division race. Washington comes out on top in their game against the Arizona Cardinals, 34-20 there. As we got a screenplay to Bernard. Bernard with the juke pull, and he gets stopped. Only 2-yard gain there. Ravens kind of getting in their own head a little bit with these kind of trickery plays. Haven't really amounted to much so far, but here's a big 3rd and 8. They had all the momentum, and now it's just all gone here. They need something big on this 3rd down. Bernard to his left. Shotgun set for Jackson. Jackson, he's looking. He's getting pressured. He's going to get down. He's going to get sacked by Clowney and Dante Fowler Jr. Nothing was open. Good coverage all the way up and down the field. And the Ravens offense, which looks so dynamic to come out of this game, has really slowed down drastically. And here comes the Texans. They're going to let this bounce. Kute lets it bounce. It kicks it. Nice kick back and rolls to about the 10-yard line. Nice punt there by the Ravens. All right, continue with our scores. We got a nice game in Philly and a nice game in Washington. Washington keeping alive, keeping ahead in that NFC East race. Good one in New Orleans, 20-16. Saints coming out on top. They'll clinch the division after that one. Should be 12-2 now. Hunt breaking out to the outside, tries to get around a quarter. Kenny Young with a nice tackle. Should be a 2-yard gain. And then we have a blowout, surprising blowout by the Giants, 33-7 against the Chicago Bears, who have improved a lot this year, but still aren't quite there yet. Green Bay head coach JMO putting on the Detroit Lions 31-14, and then the Jacksonville Jaguars 49-27 in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 8 now for Jackson, the empty set. He's got a man. Will Fuller makes the catch, and that is Thomas's responsibility there. Nice throw by Watson. Fit into a tight space there. Now on their own 46-yard line, just like that. Ooh, Jackson up the middle. He gets stuffed. Excuse me. All right, 2nd and 11. Loss of 1 there. Nice play by the Ravens. Big game here for both teams. Ravens trying to stay alive and keep themselves in contention for the first round bye as they're battling against, and for the division as they're battling against the Browns, who are also 11-2. Texans trying to secure their own wild card spot as they are 9-4. 2nd and 11. He's got pressure up the middle and he's going to go down. That is that offensive line. Held him off for a while in the beginning of this game. That time, Mitchell Pierce got to the backfield really quickly there. 3rd and 18 for the Texans. Both defenses have really stiffened in this second half, end of the first half. Ravens showing blitz that backs off, and now they come, and it is just no time at all. Michael Judon in the backfield almost instantly. That's another sack. 4th and 26 now for the Texans. They're going to have to punt it away, too. 2 3-and-outs by both sides to start this starts the second half after the first half was so fruitful for offense. And the punt's away. Grant will get a chance to receive this. He's got some space. Tries to make a man miss, and he gets down to their own 37-yard line. Single back set. Ingram in the backfield. Now he's going to take these carries. Ingram has some space up the middle. Ingram had a lot of space there. If he just turned on the Jets a little bit more, that's why we're missing Freeman a little bit. But a nice open field tackle there by Bradley Roby. Heck, saved a touchdown there. It's still a 14-yard gain. That is exactly what this Ravens offense needed to kind of kickstart them. Hopefully it does now at midfield out there at the 50-yard line. Bernard in the backfield, shotgun set. RPO'd and Snead gets tackled. Was not fooled at all on that play. Lamar Jackson still with some nice stats there. 164 yards, only 2 incompletions, 2 touchdowns. But still a 17-17 gain there, as that was a 1-yard loss, failed RPO attempt. Second and 11. Bernard in the backfield. Andrews out to the left, play action. And he's got Stills over the middle on the slant route. Stills, and then some, as he takes it out to the 29-yard line. Nice catch and run by Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills, he had to Marquise Brown on that first big, long play, but he's kind of been quiet after that. Kenny Stills has been the guy who's been receiving some of these big throws and big runs and catches in the latter half of this game. Pistol set here for Jackson. And they go with the dive play of the Ingram. Ingram's got some space. Nice little run there by Ingram. Nice little 6-yard gain. Brings us to the 2nd and 4. Ravens now driving. All right. Ravens driving 2nd and 4, trying to get ahead of these Cleveland Browns in the AFC North. RPO, Snead's got some space. He's going to take it. Oh, breaks a tackle and it stays in bounds. He's going to take it all the way as he's dancing in the end zone now. Willie Snead with a nice RPO action there on the bubble route. And that'll widen this gap to 24-17. Big play there by Willie Snead to get that touchdown. And the Texans right now sitting at the second wild card spot because of this how this AFC North is kind of shaken out to be. But behind them, you know, everybody else in the AFC is kind of lagging off. Texans in a bad spot right now. They kind of need to keep this team going with these wins. 9-4 is a good record, but they need to win more than that in order to get a wild card spot. Behind them, they have the Los Angeles Chargers in at 8-5, and the New York Jets are at 8-5, but they're in contention for their own division, so it's up to them to win that if they want a wild card spot. But the Chargers are no slouch. They got head coach Mr. Witness over there. He's been really good, and Joey Bosa over there is probably another defensive player of the year candidate. As Stephen Jenkson's over the middle, a nice catch there. Hang on, Watson's not done yet. 10 for 17, 165 yards, and a touchdown for Watson. First and 10, empty set. Miller set up in the slot. Hopkins out wide to the left in motion. And that's Kiki Kute with some space. Unable to get around Kenny Young there. Still a nice little 4-yard gain. I thought with the speed that Kiki Kute had, Kiki Cutie, however the heck you pronounce his name, was able to get around that edge. I thought he might be able to get around Kenny Young, but he was unable to do so. Nice user play there by the Ravens J-Rod to make that tackle. As this should probably do it for the third quarter. 24-17, really close game so far here in Houston. So it turned out to be a pretty stout defensive showing here by both teams in the second half. Not a lot of stats for both sides. The stats are good. They're efficient, but it's nothing crazy. Pretty relatively low scoring here for these two offenses who have been so phenomenal this whole year on both sides. But still a whole quarter left to play here. 2nd and 6, I form tight set. Hunt gets the ball up the gut and nothing there. Stopped for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. 3rd and 3 at the Ravens 42-yard line. Third and 3, single back set. Hunt in the backfield. Hopkins out wide to the left. Ravens bringing everybody in the box. They're ready for this run. And it's a play action. Boot slide. Watson nothing there, and he gets sacked. Ravens bluffed for the blitz. They bluffed for the sellout for the run. Texans tried to fake them a play action. The Ravens were having none of it, as the Texans are going to go for this using their one coach and go for it, if you will. Interesting call here on 4th and 11. Watson's going to look to throw over the left, and that's incomplete to Will Fuller. And that's just frustration after a nice drive, going for it on 4th and 11. Now the Ravens have it in good field position, really good field position. And this offense that's been hard to stop gets the ball with some nice field position. Texans need a big stop. They need another turnover if they're going to have any chance. Another touchdown that ultimately might put this away here. As Ingram tries to make him a miss, but gets swallowed up for a 1-yard loss or no gain on the play. Second and 10 now. 6:29 left to go. Lamar Jackson, empty set. Brown left uncovered on the slot position. Jackson looking. He's got to run. He's going to have to throw it away there. Third and 10. Jackson, 12 for 15, 210 yards and 3 touchdowns. Big third and 10 here. Texans can force the 3 and out. That'll be huge for them. Another empty set. Jackson takes a snap. He's looking over to the left. He's got Bernard, but does he have the first? Believe he was stopped. He was stopped a yard short, and Ravens are looking like they're keeping the offense out there. Very aggressive users so far in this. This little bit different situation. Only a 1-yard gain here. Ingram takes a snap, and he gets just enough for the first down there. Just the Red Sea parted. He had a nice little hole there for a 2-yard gain. That's all he needed. 5:36 left to go, and man, the Texans really needed that stop. Still a lot of time left in this. There's not a field goal range yet. They're just on the edge of it. Texans still need some kind of turnover here to be able to get back into this. Man in motion. Marquise Brown takes the snap. Jet sweep, and he almost gets around the edge there. 5-yard gain. This puts him in field goal range, though. Nice play by Johnson to make that tackle. Open field tackle against Marquise Brown. 24-17. Ravens looking to kind of salt away this clock a little bit. Get up by 10 points. And hopefully kill any kind of comeback chance for the Texans team as they load the box now. Bunch set to the right. And here comes the blitz. Snead off to the left. He's got some space, and he just goes down. He's looking to kill the clock. Smart play there by Snead and Jackson. Not trying to go up, not trying to make any kind of turnovers happen there. Just take what you can get down, get the first down, and that clock keeps on moving. Texans, the aggressive play. They're coming with the blitz. Left the man open on the drag. And single back set now. 3 tight ends for the Ravens. Ingram in the backfield. Texans are loading the box. Daniels in motion. And the handoff to Ingram, and he gets stuffed. And Marquise Brown is now down. Just takes a knee after a non-contact injury. You don't like to see those. Ravens trying to saw away this win, trying to pull away. A lot of injuries. Really need to come out on top in this one. And that injury is huge because it does stop the clock too. 2nd and 11. Fakes the handoff. RPO action to Snead over the middle, and he will get tackled. But they remain in field goal range. 3rd and 4. And Marquise Brown looks like he's fine. He's going to sit out this drive, but he'll be back. Nothing serious there. 3rd and 4. 3:45 left to go. Not looking good for this Texans team. They need a stop here. Jackson making some changes. Ingram motioning out to the right. Jackson takes a snap. He's looking over the middle to Hurst, and Hurst almost gets in the end zone. Takes it down to the 2. And if they can punch this ball into the end zone, that'll just about do it here. Still not over, but it's going to take a monumental comeback by the Texans if they let them score a touchdown here. Bernard in the I form set, card in front of him. Stills uncovered over there. The clock's winding down. He's looking to Stills. Easy grab there. I'm not sure why the Texans left him uncovered, but now 2:43 left to go. Texans need a quick score, and then they need a quick stop. 3 timeouts for them to be able to try and get back into this. But they got to score first. And that drive took up 4 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock there. After only being up a touchdown, they drive down. 4 minutes, touchdown. And that's what field position will do. That's why that 4th down call might have not been the best idea. But here they are. Texans still got a chance. 2:39 left to go. They need something quick. But Earl Thomas, a distinguished veteran, is going to know that. And so will the Ravens defense. So they're going to be looking for DeAndre Hopkins. They're looking for the big play guys. And Cute takes it to the left, trying to get out of bounds. He does not get there, and I don't think gets the first down either. 2nd and 2, no huddle here, empty set. Out route to Severian Jenkins, and he drops it. But it'll stop the clock there. 2:10 left to go, 3rd and 2. Texans trying to get a little too cute here. The dink and dunk will not work when you're down by this many points. Texans staying in the empty set. Looking deep over the middle of Severian Jenkins. Another seam route caught by Severian Jenkins. That'll take us to a 2-minute warning. Texans now driving the ball. Still down 2 touchdowns. Got to save those timeouts. Get a touchdown here and hope that they get some kind of 3 and out against the Ravens to stay in this one. All hope is not lost, though, if they scored quickly. In the slot, Will Fuller, Ravens are going to have to call a timeout, was uncovered there. A little bit of miscommunication with the coverage on the the Ravens side of the ball there. Empty set again for Watson. Watson looking deep. He's got a man, Cute with the reaching grab. Touchdown, Texans. Hang on, everybody. This game is not over. 1:55 left to go here. 3 timeouts still for the Texans. It'll take a nice stop there, which they haven't really been able to do against this Ravens offense. But it is not over. Texans are going to risk an onside kick. They're just going to kick this away. Learn from the previous mistake of field position. All right, now down by a touchdown. Can their defense come up with a big stop? And what will the Ravens call? Will they try and pass this and get this quick first down? This is a situation where you need a first down. Look for Lamar Jackson to make something happen with his feet if they do try to pass this ball. And they go with the run to Ingram. Ingram try to get it around the outside. He gets stopped. And there's 1 timeout after a no gain on the play. Ravens going to come out with a shotgun set here. Really looking for any way they kind of get this first down. First down effectively ends the game here. Texans need a huge stop. Second and 10 now. Jackson's looking to throw. He's got a man. Snead with some space. He's going to take it the distance, and that will do it here in Houston. Texans trying to get really aggressive there. Went all out for the run. Ravens, the nice corner route by Snead, and he takes it to the house there. And that'll make it 38-24. Score does not reflect how close this was. This was close throughout. An interesting call. Questionable call possibly by the Texans
to go for it on 4th and 11 with plenty of time left on the clock, but didn't trust their defense and probably shouldn't have, as their defense wasn't unable to make a lot of stops here in this game. As Kute tries to wiggle his way to the 29-yard line, but down 2 touchdowns, 2 timeouts, this game is effectively over. So that'll make the Houston Texans 9-5. Chargers remain at 8-5. They play later. Texans are 8-5, and the Baltimore Ravens improved to 12-2 as Cleveland would travel to Dallas in a hard game against the Cowboys to try and match the Ravens now. Oof, and a big hit there against QT. Ravens next week go into Jacksonville. I think they're on the road. Go to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars, who are 13-1 and really rolling as well. Should be a interesting game there. Actually, it's Baltimore hosting Jacksonville. The Texans will go to... Hang on. Texans 9-5 now. Going to move on and face the Pittsburgh Steelers, who just had a unfortunate game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Texans should have a nice chance to come away with a win in that one. Keep their playoff hopes alive. As Watson forces the ball over the middle, and that's intercepted by Kendricks. And a kneel down will do it, and we'll be out of here in Houston. Final from this one, 38-24. Lamar Jackson, the story in this one, was really able to toss the ball where he wanted. Texans could have came with a few turnovers, but failed. There was opportunities for the Texans team to win this one, and I'm sure the Texans user will say the same. With the 4th down call and missing the 4th down call and missing a couple opportunities that they were given. But it was a close game. Good game by both sides here. And that'll do it. All right, this is Kylorenxoxo signing off. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. This will be the first game of the week done by me. And hopefully not the last. So I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good night.